Well, g'day, Steve Collum here. As a music industry pro with my music being used on thousands of TV shows and many leading international brands, I'm going to give you my hidden song analysis and vocal analysis of Niall Horan's song, Flicker. Now, this is a great song. If you're a fan of Niall's, like I am, you know this is a great song. He got some great chart success, and it's a really popular song. It's really well done. Towards the end of the video, I'm going to break it down and put it through the column analyzer, where I'm going to break down why the melody works, why the song is such a hit song, why it charted so much, what is the production doing that really supports the song. Make sure you stay tuned to the end there. But just before we dive in, if you do like this channel, please like and subscribe. And then also, if you want to support me on a personal level, you can buy me a coffee and you can keep the channel caffeinated. You can pay for the editors and keep the channel moving to that next video. So awesome. Let's go ahead and dive in. So he's doing it live here at looks like the Rockefeller Center. Okay, so I got to stop it right here. Being a guitarist myself, the guitar part that he's playing here, this intro, is very cool. I went ahead and learnt it when it first came out, and it's like, this is a really different way to kind of play the simple chords around this song. And he's playing it. He's playing it live, and he's doing it well. And so it's really kind of a cool check that not only is Niall a great singer, but he's a great musician as well. So he's bringing it all together, and that's why he deserves to be on stage. He deserves to live there on stage playing these songs. Let's keep going.
When you feel your love's been taken, when you know there's something missing in the dark, we're barely hanging on. And you rest your head upon my chest, and you feel like there ain't nothing left. I'm afraid that what we had is gone. Then I think of the star, and it echoes a spark. I remember the magic electricity. Then I look in my heart.
Okay, so straight away, he's up to this first chorus. We're probably a minute into the song, if that. And yet he is really pulling the emotion of this song, the meaning of the song is, there's still this flicker that, there's this echo of love. There's still something here, please don't leave. The idea of the song is like, you're barely hanging on. And he does it. He's not delivering this song in a way that he's like just dialing it in and he's just like, la, 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 la. He is in that moment. He's bringing you in. And that's why in this performance, you can see the crowd. They're not like, jumping around talking and although it's the busy New York City, but, the people watching are kind of like mesmerized. They're sucked into the emotion that he is pulling, which is just so powerful, which is, again, credit to Niall. It's that he's really pulling the people in by his tone, by his voice, by a simple guitar, and there's a little bit of piano that's playing. It's really, really awesome.
There's a light in the dark, still a flicker of hope that you first gave to me, that I want to keep. Please don't leave.
I love those brushes coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
When you lay there and you're sleeping, hear the pipe.
Okay, so production-wise, very cool. The bass kind of holds back until that first note in that second verse, and he's playing solid, and it just fills it out, and it's really cool to hear the bass there come in. Let's actually go back and hear that bass as it comes in.
When you lay there and you're sleeping, hear the patterns of your breathing, and I tell you things you've never heard before.
Love that high piano.
Asking questions to the ceiling, never knowing what you're thinking. I'm afraid that what we had is gone. Then I think of the star, and it echoes a spark. I remember the magic electricity.
those brushes on the snare.
And look in my heart, there's a light in the dark, still a flicker of hope that you first gave to me, that I want to keep. Please don't leave.
Oh wow, those strings. Okay, so one of the things that the musicians are doing so well in this song is they're taking their time with the song. They're walking in the song. They're building as it goes. So it's a hard thing. As a musician myself and being on many stages, you're standing there and you're like, why am I here? You know, I'm not doing anything for the whole verse up to the bridge. And for this violin player, he doesn't come in now until this is the bridge here. And so he's just standing up on stage, like, you know, just waiting for his turn. But a mature artist, mature musician understands that, hey, their time's coming and this is what the song needs, and it's okay to just be like standing there waiting for their turn to come in. And it's a very amateur band would come in right from the beginning. Everybody's playing the whole time, and professional band really knows where to kind of put those special parts, and this is a masterclass on it.
Please don't leave.
Love the vibrato.
To pass, and I hope this won't last too long. Then I think of the start, and that goes a spark. I remember the magic electricity.
That was a nice little run up.
Look in my heart, there's a light in the dark, still a flicker of hope that you first gave to me, that I want to keep. Please don't leave. Please don't leave. Thank you.
Gosh, what a performance, what a song. One of the things that really stood out to me in this song is just how he held back. You know, Niall can sing, he can do all sorts of kind of runs and all sorts of cool things, but he just sits there and really lets the story, the message of the song resonate, and he really supports it, which is so cool. So let's go ahead and let's run it through the column analyzer. So first of all, the melody. I love how the melody was really supportive of the song. It's like, and it did a lot of repeats as well. That's one of the things that really made this a strong song. And then in the bridge, he goes up higher because he's got, the bridge is probably the climax of the song, or the biggest, strongest crescendo kind of thing, where this is the biggest part of the song, and he's really letting go, and he's like, I want this, you know, to last. I want this to, you know, don't take too long kind of thing. And as a really, really strong way that he kind of does that. And now that's what really works in this melody. That's what really pulls you in. And then the songwriting. I have a lyric here that I thought it was so cool. Then I think of the start and it echoes a spark, and I remember the magic electricity. So one of the things that he's doing here, and as a songwriter, I know how hard this is. He has a word, electricity. That is not an easy word to put into a song. It's got lots of syllables, and it's got lots of kind of harsh, it's very sparkly or harsh kind of word, or, you know, electricity, you know, but he puts in a song and it's just so smooth, and it just fits perfectly, and it goes with the flicker. You know, there's a lot of the songwriting here is really powerful because the title of the song is Flicker, and there's a spark, and so he brings in electricity, so he's bringing in all these words, which is just so powerful for it, and so smart, and such a good, well-written song. That's why it works. It's got all these little elements, it's got all these little secrets, magic sauce, and the magic, you know, that's another word there. So now his performance, Absolutely awesome, so mature. He didn't run around and do all these dances and with his lyrics, or I should say with his vocals. Even the stage presence and the performance, he was very still. Everyone was very kind of still on the stage, but he didn't move around and do all these crazy things with his voice. He just supported the song, which is what it needed. There's a special message in this song, and he wanted the emotion to get through. Otherwise, it doesn't feel authentic. That's why this song absolutely works. And then the performance. As a musician, I loved all those little parts. I loved the strings that came in. I love that higher piano. I love the strumming of the guitar kind of holding it down. I love the brushes on the snare when they came in, and that bass when he kind of came in. And one thing you'll notice too, he played further back near the bridge on the bass, which actually gives it a different kind of feel. And the electric guitar was kind of like picking some sound. Well done. I loved all of these sounds, and I loved how they just very intricate and put them all through in different parts, and very well arranged, that's for sure. That's why this song absolutely works, and that's why you probably like it, and that's why I love it for sure. So that's the Column Minute Analysis. Yeah, hopefully you got a lot out of that, and please let me know in the comments, in the chat, have you seen Niall live? Have you seen him? Have you been to a concert, one of his concerts live? Maybe you've got another song of his that you would recommend me to check out. I love reading your comments, so definitely pop it in there. And awesome, guys. Well, thanks again for watching. I will see you in the next one.